What's good, YouTube? Your boy Bossco back again with another live stream. BM in the AM, Bosco Mitchell, Bobby Thrift in the AM. What's good with you guys? Hopefully, you're having a good day or start to your day out there in the world. We're going to talk about a few different things, going to get right into it. But like I said, I want to go live as much more as possible. So we're starting off today on this, Wednesday morning, October 5th, already to the 5th day of the month. A lot of things to look forward to this month as well when it comes to releases, sneakers, casual basketball, Jordans. A lot of things going on this month. Some things I just seen on Twitter. We're gonna go through my Twitter, we're gonna go through my Discord, maybe even my Instagram. Shout out to everybody in my Discord, Energy 810. Link is always in the description. As I was scrolling through my timeline today on Twitter this morning, just breaking news 12 minutes ago, they show that Damian Lillard files for divorce with his wife, which is crazy. He just got traded to the Bucks. Now he's going through a divorce, which is going to be kind of tricky and crazy. While he's trying to get ready for this new season, he got to deal with this drama here. And what I mean by drama is just going to be drama, separating things, the kids, where the kid's going to go. There's a lot of things that go behind a divorce, and he has to start that off right as he started off his new season with a new team. Was it because he got to the new team? She didn't want to move from Portland to Milwaukee. What's going on? How does this happen right after he gets a big trade that's going to change his career, get him in a bigger spotlight, even though he's in a smaller market? Kind of crazy to see this happen right now. Preseason is if it hasn't started, it's starting today. I know there's a few games out there today. So that's just crazy. But being that he filed for it, I mean, it's something that he wanted to do, obviously, but it's just weird. I mean, maybe because they're away now, he probably wanted to get it from under this for a long time, and this is the perfect opportunity. Things like this happen all the time in sports. I just feel like it's just crazy the timing of which this actually happened. But it's his personal business, but of course he's a celebrity, so it's everybody's business. I'm just surprised to see that he filed for divorce, or this divorce is going on right now. The season's just started. I mean, I guess it's better to have it happen early in the season as opposed to later in the season, because you want to get ready for playoffs and all that stuff. But that's just interesting to see. That was one thing that I found that came up on my timeline. Then I also seen the new ESPN couple. And this kind of falls in the line what people think about Malika Andrews. You know what I'm saying? Why she goes at certain people a certain way, and why she doesn't go that way against other people. She went from one dude she was married to at ESPN, and now Dave McMenamin. Shout out to him. He's a great ESPN reporter, does his thing. He reports for the Lakers out here. But this kind of feeds into the speculation or rumors about what they think about, what the world thinks about Malika Andrews, how she goes in on the African American players, don't really show no mercy. You can tell she's kind of on the side. So this was just interesting for me to see on my timeline. Also, it is what it is. And I'm curious, like I was tripping. Sexy Red, you see the sexy trending on my side, on the side right here, is because I guess apparently Sexy Red posted herself getting done on camera. Like, I don't know why you would do that, but on Instagram too, of all places. There's OnlyFans, there's Snapchat, um, but she definitely did that. Is it still there? It's not there no more, is it? It's crazy what she posted on her story. She posted herself getting done on her story. I thought that was kind of wild. I thought that was kind of wild. Thought that was kind of wild. People putting all their business out here, bro. It's just the world that we're in. She posted her stuff getting done on camera. You got Dave McMenamin and Malik Andrews now engaged. I thought she was married. So when did she ever get a divorce? Don't really care, but I'm just curious because last I heard she was married to somebody else, and now all of a sudden she's married to. Okay, do your thing, Malika. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, Dame's filing for a divorce so early right now in the season, right after his blockbuster trade just happened. Kind of crazy, but it is what it is. Hopefully that doesn't be, end too crazy, because divorces can get real ugly at some time as he's getting ready to embark on his next era of his career, where deep playoff runs will be, and maybe even a championship. Can the Bucks win this season? Let me know that too. Shout out to everybody watching on any platform you're watching on in the morning, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all my YouTube channels, whatever it is. We just out here streaming again, back at it. Shout out to you guys joining. Wanted to go early in the morning once again, not as early, but we here regardless. Also scrolling on my Twitter, we've seen that there's a new colorway or a new edition of this Nike Infinity Run 4. This is the Gore-Tex. I've been telling you guys about this shoe because I've seen it in stores. I'm impressed by them. I haven't tried them on myself, but I like the look of them compared to the previous models of the Infinity Run. Now they got one dropping with Gore-Tex, which looks pretty interesting. We're gonna get the same camera. Gore-Tex. So if you're out there running, you got another Gore-Tex shoe to add to the lineup. Hopefully, when we go out, I'll be able to see these in person, see what they actually look like, and maybe even try them on. Like I said, I am a fan of the shoe. Price point's a little higher up there, but if you have a little patience, like I say all the time, just wait a little bit, go to the outlet, you might find it in your size. Size 13, a little harder to come across, but still very possible at the same time. But they added Gore-Tex to the shoe. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. I don't know if anybody's picked up these shoes since they dropped. I think they retail for like 160, 175, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty dope looking shoe though. Kicks Finder does their thing on Twitter also. They always post links to different shoes coming out. They got both colorways posted there if you guys want to pick up either one of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Kyrie doing Kyrie things in Dubai. Kyrie still doing Kyrie. Uh-oh. That boy got bounced. I can throw the ball anywhere. Y'all ready to see this, man? Dallas, Luka, Kyrie having a training camp together. You know what I'm saying? That boy got some bounce. He's tall though, so that probably helps him getting up there. But he was up there pretty high. Let's see where he caught the rim. Did he catch the ball with his elbows at the rim? Fairly so. Fairly so. Fairly so. Big shout out to Kyrie on that. 24 Black was good. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? What's your day looking like today? You hitting up any stores? I do see myself hitting up a Ross or two today to check out and see what's going on. Some of you guys have definitely been posting some pretty good finds in there still as of late. Some days it might be a little dry. Other days it might be real wet, so to speak, or on fire. You know what I mean? I think it's always hit or miss. You just have to go often and early. Sometimes going right when they open is the best thing. Sometimes it's not. It really depends on the day of the week. We'll come back to my Twitter in a second. But yeah, that hopefully there's some pretty good things to find out there when we go out for sourcing today. I'm pretty sure there will be. I'm always optimistic and confident, feeling like I always find something, because I usually do. I'm always finding at least one or two things I can snatch up and either ship into Amazon or for myself to flip. I've been looking for a lot more Amazon flips than anything though. I wanted to take this time real quick too to shout out everybody in the Energy Discord, Energy 810 Discord. A few people. Gotta get this guy out of here. I don't even know who that is. Nigga, what? Like who makes their name that? If you're in the Discord making any crazy names or anything like that, you just get booted out, man. That's just what I do. No hate or no nothing, but just don't be on here with the crazy names. Dizzy, shout out to you, my dude. Shooter, what's going on? Tan Lines, it's Rich, Sharky. MV is what I'm gonna say. I don't know what that first is. My kicks are sick. Shout out to you, Kane, Benny. We are Jimmy, Eric, YAGPD. What's good? Welcome to the Discord. Alfredo, Easy Does It. Shout out to that. Shout out to Rock the Villain. Haven't seen him in a minute. It's Khalib, Sneaker Picker, 488, Kiet, Joseph, Susie, Locks, Photo Shoot Fresh, Ice Cold. Not sure what that is either. Emily, Banks 411, OG the Kid, Ara. Hey man, shout out to all you guys who are part of the Discord and contribute and interact. I really appreciate that. That does definitely help everything going on with the energy of the Discord. Uh, on feet, I don't know if I haven't put this video out. I think I talked about this though. Trying the LeBron 21 on feet. I think I did say that. It is a dope shoe, but you have to go up a full size on that one also. Most of these basketball shoes, you definitely have to go up a full size because they are snug around the toe box. These Nike Elite All-Star socks are a little thicker, but I think that didn't really determine it being so tight on my foot. That leather material, the materials are used for the upper. You definitely have to break them in. So I do recommend going up a half a size or a full size if you can. 13 and a half is such a unicorn size, so I would have to go up to a 14. But I am liking the way that these things look on feet. Got the 4 rings in there. Yeah, we definitely talked about these before in my last Discord or my last live stream. Big shout out to everybody tuning into that. Also, make sure you guys are subscribing to Bossco Live Therapy. I've definitely been talking about that before too. Yeah, that's one of my newer channels. That's where the live streams are after I end them. When I end the live streams, you can watch the replay on Bossco Live Therapy. So just do that for your boy. Subscribe to that channel. That helps out a lot. I'm doing reactions, live streams, all that type of content. You know what I mean? Let me make sure I put that up real quick. Sharing multiples. Hopefully everything's cool. We're not lagging too much. But just got to make sure I put these things in here and keep it flowing. We're not trying to make it too stagnant. You know what I'm saying? If you're not already doing so, make sure you guys subscribe to Bossco Live Therapy. We're at 460 subscribers, trying to get to that 1K ASAP. So if you're not already doing so, go on over there and subscribe. Check out the reactions and videos that I do over there as well. We grinding, bro. Grinding. Multiple channels. 5 channels, 3 are monetized, trying to get these other 2 monetized. The other 2 are close to it, so I just need y'all help to add on to the fun. You know what I'm saying? Come join the parties. Come and join the parties. You know what I mean? Discord finds and foot stores. Sabrina ones. Whole bunch of stuff out here in the world right now. Let me see what else. I personally haven't been to the stores in the last couple of days when it comes to Ross and Marshalls, but some of you guys still have been out there coming across some pretty cool things. Some real hot commodities right now. Nike apparel, Nike activewear is really good. Waiting for your playoff 8s. Did they come today? Playoff 8s are definitely impressive, better than I originally thought. Let me take that back. What I mean is, I didn't think they would look as good in hand. Such a classic shoe. I remember that dropping back in the day, definitely a dope shoe, man. Once I held it in hand, the quality on it's nice. You don't really have too many factory flaws or, things of that nature. So I like that. I like what I'm seeing with those 8s. Felt great in hand. The strap, I love those. And the, I don't know if they're the hairs. They're not the hairs, but the white colorway that came out too. The 8s are not bad. The Aqua 8s are probably my favorite Jordan 8s, but the 8s is very much so slept on and don't get as much respect as they should. But shout out to you for your 8s that are coming in today. Hopefully you're rocking with pride. Put them on. Post them in a Discord if you are in a Discord, or either post them on Instagram and tag me so I can check them out on feet. Not that I haven't seen them, but share what you got going on. Shout out to Pixie in the Discord. Oh wait, we're not on Discord. We're on Twitter. On Twitter, this is the potential starting lineup. Speaking of Kyrie Irving, Luka, Grant Williams, Oliver, and Derek. Now, I don't know about Oliver and Derek. I'm not too familiar with those guys. Maybe one of those guys was who Kyrie threw the lob to. Garrett Williams, I believe, brings some toughness to the team and some defense. He might guard some of the guards on defense. Kyrie don't have the best defense, neither does Luka. Garrett Williams probably would take that role of being the defensive stopper on the team. I felt like he kind of had that role a little bit with the Celtics along with Marcus Smart. You know what I mean? So that's going to be crazy to see how that pans out. I don't know if that's a big 3. They're trying to post it there like that's the big 3. Maybe that's their 3 best players. Maybe Grant Williams can do a little bit more, than what I saw him do in Boston. I didn't pay attention to a lot of Boston games. I did know that he had a lot to do with what Boston was doing. You feel me? So maybe he can bring that same energy on over to the Mavericks with Kyrie as he goes back to number 2. No, Kyrie's gonna wear number 11 this season. Is Tim Hardaway Jr. still on the team? Maybe not. But the Cavs or the Mavs potential lineup is pretty solid. It's very top heavy with the two guards, you know. But how much defense is gonna be played? How many games can they win? Will they pick up anybody else to help out their defense? Because they're gonna need help on the defensive side for sure. For sure. You know what I mean? These Barclays, we talked about them on Bossco 2.0 sneaker news. Shoes coming out this month. Sorry, or not hiccups, but I had to burp. So Links got you with a link if you guys are trying to find a pair. JD Sports and Finish Line both have 15% off. Wow. Normally with JD Sports and other places like JD Sports and Nike and Champs, you usually have to spend money to earn coupons. Apparently, Finish Line and JD Sports are giving you coupons right out the gate. Getting the shoe on release day under retail. Very similar to when I went to that one Shoe Palace. I'm drawing a blank what city that was in. You guys will know if you watch my video. Huntington Park. Yeah, Huntington Park Shoe Palace had 25% off of everything in the store, including the Jordan 4 Red Cement. That was the shoe that dropped that week. So that was kind of crazy to find the shoe for under retail on release day. Finding it after the release day under retail is not a surprise for me. I find that in the outlets and the stores and in the discount stores. You can find stuff under retail all the time. But finding a Jordan 4 at that, a Jordan 4 under retail on release date was bananas, regardless of the Jordan 4 it was. I mean, the Red Cement was kind of slept on, but I do feel like during the summertime of next year, people will really be looking for that shoe. The price could go up on it, maybe not. It's a Jordan 4, so it usually always holds value. But this Barkley is definitely not a shoe that has resale unless it's the OG colorway. So I maybe Nike feels, or maybe Finish Line understands that this shoe will be something harder to move. They still get their same amount of stock, but they need to move these shoes. And then, as opposed to waiting for them to sit on shelves for like 2-3 weeks before they mark them down, they're gonna mark them down out the gate. But it's looking like online. I'm curious to see in store, will they be marked down or not? More than likely not. In store, if you're in the store, you probably still get them for full retail, at least on release date today. But if you go online, you can get them for 15% off, bro. That's dope. Shout out to Soul Links. If you guys are not following them on Twitter, you should, because they definitely post all kinds of shoes early or for the low or for some extra discounts. That's dope that they're doing this, man. We got to get back into the affiliate link game, because I was in that for a while, and my focus is be moving so much. I kind of totally forgot about that. Affiliate links. Shout out to Soul Link for that. Then we got this here, which I think is kind of odd, bro. These boots is looking kind of weird. I don't know what Jordan is thinking. Maybe they thought the big red boot did something, so they're gonna try something there and put a Jordan logo on the side of it. I'm not really a fan of that. These are wild. Jordan little drip. What? This can't be the name of the shoe. It's not a Jordan little drip. Hell no. Hell no. But hell no on the shoe too. I'm good on this. So it's not something that I would rock with. Maybe you guys might. Coming from Foot Locker. Okay. Shout out to that. Congratulations on your dub. Let me know if you guys are feeling these or not. I'm not, but maybe you guys will. Of course, let me know now or in the replay, depending on when you join the live stream. Now, this is what's crazy. I don't know how true this is. I mean, Kicks Finder has been around for a minute. I know they have information that I'm not privy to. This is kind of wild, though. This Barkley, damn, I should have pulled it out in preparation. It's too far up on everything else, so I can't do it right now. But The triple black Barkley, the CB94, 170 retail, only 600 pair made. Now, one would make me think that these are just the leftovers from when they originally dropped. Maybe I know people were scooping up those, including myself. People did pick up the triple blacks when they dropped last time, but maybe not. He's gonna do something like this and like relaunch them later down the road. I mean, that might make some sense to do with other shoes that might have flopped or not done as well. Hard to believe that this one flopped because it did have a little resale to it. A lot of the people I know like this shoe, this colorway, and the other OG colorway is kind of the ones that go a lot. But 600 pair made, I'm not sure. I don't feel like it was 600 pair made, like a batch of 600 pair were made more. I feel like these were just pairs that weren't selling as fast as they wanted to, and they held them for a later date, and now they're re-releasing them, and they have 600. That's 600 pair. That's crazy. And I bet out of those 600 pair, there's not many size 13s available because size 13 and 14 probably sold out the first time around. I seriously doubt they made only 600 pair of a new shoe. It's not exclusive enough to be so limited. I mean, I love the shoe itself. It's exclusive to me. I love these Barclays, one of his best silhouettes and colorways, but to only have 600 pair, that had to just be like a quote unquote restock as opposed to a relaunch, but they're making it seem like it's a relaunch. They're relaunching it, a new launch of the shoe for 170. As I'm thinking about this, it makes me think about other things that I've been seeing out in the store. They brung back the bread toe lows. The Jordan 1 low bread toes have been popping up at the stores lately. JD Sports. That's where I really seen them. Not so much Champs or Shoe Palace, but JD Sports have been popping up. Yeah, some of these stores. I want to know what's behind that. Because a couple days ago, I seen the Kyrie Infinity team colorway and the forest green in stores like it's a new shoe. They brung back the bread toe lows that came out in 2021 or 2022. It's the same shoe, same SKU. So I'm assuming it's the same thing. They're just a stock that they had some left over. Maybe they found some more in a warehouse or something like that, or accumulated them from the stores that didn't sell them, and now they're relaunching them again. Is this a new trend? Is this a new trait? Like, how does this work? How does this work, man? Because this shoe was out a couple years ago, and for them to relaunch with only 600 pair, and then to see the example of the Jordan 1 low bread toe popping back up, and then the Kyrie Infinity in stores like that, they don't even sell Kyries no more. How? That's weird. Oh, so here's more of a breakdown. I guess you would get them for 155. They normally retail for 170. Shout out to Sneaker Steals. Also, he posts a lot of great sneakers. Under retail, majority of the time I see them always under retail, and plus shipping or free shipping on these. Oh, because yeah, they do that. They do that. 155 with free shipping. So another place to buy these Barclays, the Bork Brown, Bork Brown, under retail on release date. I like them. I do. I need them to go a little cheaper than that. Can we find them for 89? Can we find them for 79? It's an elegant look. It looks great for the when I see this in person, maybe I'll think differently. If this new book looks really fire in person, then maybe it might be different. For some reason, the tan throws me off. I feel like it might look cheap, but the Barclays never have really wrinkled material. So these actually might be real plush. Is it plush enough for me to scoop them? I don't know. You can match them with some stuff though. Them earth tones, them fall tones, they do look kind of cool. I might be a prisoner of the moment because I do like this silhouette. I'm a big fan of the silhouette. The more I'm talking about it, the more I'm talking myself into liking them. Is this like a red hint right there in the air bubble too? Not a bad looking shoe. I don't see myself really needing to grab it. But the more I look at it, the more I'm being intrigued by it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Millionaire, what's going on, bro? Crooks and Castles. Yeah, that's crazy. About that, not so many people are. I don't see too many people still rocking Crooks and Castles out here in LA when I'm out there in the places where they wear streetwear and stuff like that. You don't see Crooks and Castles too much, but I have been finding them at Burlington and Ross myself too. More so, I think in Ross, and it sucks because at one point Crooks and Castles was it. Crooks and Castles was it. I still like the brand, but it's just kind of fizzled off, And it's so weird to see how things go, ebbs and flows. Being as old as I am, you kind of see trends overall, how they get hot for a while and they all fizzle off, and not too many of them stay around. You got the Supremes who stay around, of course, Nike, Adidas knows, but like streetwear brands, even like LRG, they were popping at one point. You don't see them so much no more at all. You see those guys at Ross and Marshalls. Um, Undefeated, they're still popping because they have a lot of good collabs and stuff. What else is it? The Hundreds, their store is still open on Fairfax, but the buzz for them is not too crazy like that. You know what I mean? So it says something to be around for a long time. And to find Crooks and Castles at Marshalls and Burlington was kind of shocking to me at first, but then you got to think about it. It's so many years removed. They were really popping around 2016 and before. You know what I'm saying? We're like some years removed from that, so I guess that's why. But I don't really see too many people wearing them. But it's still a reputable brand. I've seen some of their shorts that look dope. Fun fact: I used to have a clothing line, 80s baby apparel. I had a clothing line before, and my designer, the guy who I was doing it with, was related to the family of Crooks. His cousin was from Crooks, one of the big guys in Crooks. So to kind of see some of the behind the scenes from them, we had got some of their suppliers. Like we went to some of their vendors to get our clothes made. So shout out to Crooks and Castles. I always respect that brand, but yeah, nobody is really rocking them like that out here in Cali. I'm sure there's some people out there who might want them for nostalgia feel or something like that if you're selling them online, but I wouldn't bank on it, you know. Though, you like these Barclays? Like I said, man, I first look at them and I'm saying I don't really need them, the price point, just the timing and everything. But they are not bad. And the more I look at them, the more I'm realizing how good a quality Barclays have. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see why they wouldn't look or be great in person. So I don't know. I'm not gonna grab them on release date. I mean, even though they're under retail, 155, I'm looking for that under $100 price point. When, you know, it's possible now. In 2023, it's possible. With them making them under retail release date, which means they know that, so they might mark them down even sooner in the store. We got to see. Damn, Sexy Reddit is really popping right now on she's really trending right now for that little release she got. 61,000 posts. And it's above Drake trending in LA. That's crazy. But I mean, sex sells everything. Sex kind of leads everything. So her getting bust open on camera, people are going to want to see that a lot more than they want to listen to Drake sing. Shout out to Millionaire. Thank you for coming through in the morning. Absent was good, bro. I do have I have a couple soccer jerseys, maybe on my website, bosscosgoodies.com. I know I'm on Macari. I have some soccer jerseys there. Yeah, check my Macari, same name, Bosco Mitchell or Bossco on Macari, or either check my website. I should know my inventory off bat, but I do have some soccer jerseys in stock. I'm just trying to figure out if I have them on my website or just on Macari. But I do have a couple. I think I have like a Brazil one. I don't know. I have a couple. I'm looking for more. If I can find some more of the banging ones at Ross or something like that, I will be scooping them up. But yeah, the Broke Brown, Broke, like why they call it that? I believe it's pronounced broke or bark, bark brown, BAR. The E makes the A. It sounds bar. I don't know. Y'all can tell me better than I can. Okay, we've seen Kyrie in this movie. We've seen that. Now sneakerheads give us some more pictures, images of these Jordan 1 reimagined, the Royal reimagined, getting impressive the more and more you see them. I love the way the blue and the black goes together. I feel like this is going to be probably one of the more hyped or sought after Jordan 1s. Jordan 1s have taken a hit the last year and a half. Is it a year and a half, or is this still the first year where Jordans have been? This might be the first year. 2023 might be the start of when Jordan start like to sit and not have the value people really want in them. I don't know, but this is definitely one that I don't feel like will sit around or be easy to cop like that. Even the Palominos kind of went a little bit. Palominos had that buzz. You could find some Palominos, a couple on like after release date, like 1 or 2 days after, and you could find a couple at the outlets too for returns. But finding them in the store sitting there for weeks or a week or two afterwards wasn't the case with the Palominos, wasn't the case with the Jordan 1 UNC toes, but of course, like the True Blues and the Brotherhoods and the well, you know what? The Lucky Greens slowly disappeared. You don't really find too many places that have Lucky Greens sitting around, even though there's no resale for them. But people realize afterwards that the colorway is dope, and down the road it could be worth something. Maybe Christmas time, maybe during the playoffs when the Celtics are winning, if they are winning. But this Jordan 1 here is definitely one that people have kind of circled on their calendars. The Reimagine series has definitely been pretty much on fire. I only I only own one Reimagine, which is the Jordan 1 Reimagine. The threes were dope too, but those popped up at Ross. Jordan 3 Reimagines popping up at Ross is crazy. There were some men's sizes that popped up, but it was mainly grade school sizing for like $50. But it's just crazy to see a hype shoe like that. Check around towards the end of the year. In a couple months, when people are doing their recaps of the sneakers of the year, see how many people have the Jordan 3 Reimagine in their top 5, top 10, maybe even top 3. A lot of people like those a lot, and to find them at the Rosses is just crazy. So shout out to everybody who does go to Ross, Marshalls, and Burlington, TJ Maxx, and stuff like that, because the heat is definitely there too, man. I'm curious to see what's next. Last time we were streaming, I showed you guys they had the Jordan 1 Crafts popping up. Hopefully I can see one or two of those. Um, it's just crazy. I don't think we'll see these at the discount stores. You might find one or two at the outlet, but I think a lot of people will be banking on this one, buying it for Christmas gifts or holding them for the resale. Because like I said, it does look dope. It is different from the previous ones. Before, I would think that the materials that are different on the shoe wouldn't do so well. Like when it came to the Flyknit Jordan 1s, I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Like, that's not what that don't make sense. I don't think that would do too well. And later down the road, people were going crazy for those Flyknit Jordan 1s. I was kind of flabbergasted by that. So being that this is done differently with suede as opposed to normally leather, I think that adds a little mystique to the shoe because it's just something different. Even though it is still the same silhouette Jordan 1, but the color is popping. The more I'm seeing them, that's what happens though. The more you see a shoe, especially Jordans, the more you start to like them, unless they're just an ugly shoe downright and you just don't have no interest in them. I like some Jordan 1s, never been crazy about them. I started getting a couple more Jordan 1s in my collection. I'm only at 4. Don't see myself going to too many. If these fell in my lap, maybe I would. You know what I'm saying? They are clean. I like the color combination. The box is different too. The blue color box. You know what I mean? You only found them at Burlington. You found one at your local Burlington. You're talking about the Crooks and Castles. I seen them at Marshalls more. I seen Crooks and Castles at Marshalls more in the short section and in the like sweaters. They used to have some dope hoodies and sweaters, you know what I'm saying? From Crooks and Castles. So I mean, if you find the right item, it's still dope. The stuff they made was cool. I just felt like I think we'll watered down Crooks and Castles, to be honest with you. Like everything. I mean, everything has a shelf life, so to speak. Everything kind of is in style and it's not in style. But I felt like too many people started to copy Crooks and Castles style in their clothing, but they kind of copy Versace. You know what I'm saying? Their stuff is kind of a remnants or I don't want to say a knockoff, but inspiration from Versace. So with Versace kind of coming back at one point and Kristen Castles being there and then other people kind of doing designs similar to Crooks or spin, you know what I mean? It kind of made them watered down. I don't think they ever like shorthanded with the quality or anything like that. It just the time kind of passed, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. But shout out to Crooks and Castles. I don't know if they're trying to revamp or what's up with them. Do they still have the stores that they used to have? Are they still online? I haven't even looked to see. Um, let me see. Let me see. Let me just look them up. Do they still even have a website? No disrespect, Crooks. No disrespect at all. I was trying to figure out because I haven't really heard from y'all. Haven't really heard from y'all, but they do officially have a website. They're still alive and well. So, like I said, shout out to streetwear legend. I would say Crooks. Here's their website. Stay fresh. And they okay. They got the okay. All right, Crooks. All right. All right. I like what I see. The jacket hard. The sweats is not bad at all. They coming back with okay, little subtle hint right there. I like the other stuff though. Okay. Hey, forgive me. Forgive me. That's cool, but I like the bigger embroidery. Yeah, yeah. Forgive me, Crooks. You know what I'm saying? If I said anything that sounded like I thought y'all wasn't doing what y'all supposed to do. Shout out to Crooks. Hey, bro. You asking if people still wearing it? Stuff like this, people will still wear. I need to find out what's up, man. They are pricey though. Hit that super chat. Maybe I could buy some Crooks. Just joking. Well, not really, but yeah. Uh Shout out to Crooks. Hopefully we're not lagging too much. This shit is hard though. This shit is hard. Crooks is still popping. Maybe their new stuff can make people buy the other stuff from the discount stores. Maybe that could be the case. Yeah, maybe that could be the case. Because those is actually pretty dope. That stuff was pretty dope. I'm not mad at what I've seen from Crooks right there. You know what I mean? Shout out to Crooks and Castles, bro. Big shout out to everybody stopping by in the morning, wherever you're watching from. I do appreciate that. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Let's get back to my Twitter timeline with the reimagines. Let's see what else we got next. We got some basketball talk. Got Dame Lillard speaking on not his divorce that he just went through or is going through that he just filed for, which is crazy. If you guys are just joining, we've seen on TMZ reported that Damian Lillard filed for divorce. Kind of crazy to see this happen as he's going to a new team. Makes sense though. It's like it's been kind of crazy and rocky in the crib. Now I got to go somewhere else, and I have to go somewhere else. I don't have to really take them. This might be the thing he needed too. This might be what he needed also. You know, might be what he needed also. But let's see what he's talking about when it comes to playing with Giannis.
Just I think it's been really interesting to hear him say things that I've already thought to say to him. Just I don't want him to not be himself. I want him to be who he is, and don't worry about me. Don't worry about.
Yeah, they have to do that. Remember when LeBron went to Miami, there was even a pecking order there. Usually, when a new player goes to a superstars team, two players are being matched up together. Somebody has to adjust their game. Either somebody or both have to really adjust their game. You know, uh, James Harden has to figure that out all the time. Kyrie playing with Luca. That's why last year, they were having issues towards the end of the game because both of them were trying to look out for each other and not step on the other one's toes. Or maybe Kyrie wasn't trying to step on Luca's toes because Luca was there, but Luca wants to make Kyrie feel welcome. So that one clip, the last 7 seconds, they kept passing it back and forth to each other, not knowing who should really go. Because both of them can make shots in the clutch. So now that they have more time under their belt, they kind of can work that out. They have a whole 82 game season to really work that pecking order out. Some nights it could be you, some nights it could be me. Damian Lillard and Giannis are going to have to figure that out too. Giannis is used to taking so many shots, but the way Dame plays and how he initiates the offense, I don't remember Giannis initiating the offense too much. So Giannis was always mostly receiving from Drew Holiday and the other people making moves. He don't bring the ball up too much, if I remember correctly. So, Dame knows how to facilitate. He knows he has a superstar on his team. I don't think the learning curve for them will be too crazy because Giannis just wants to win, and Dame obviously does too. And I feel like it will work a little easier than maybe James Harden to Brooklyn or James Harden with when he played with Westbrook or with Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Chris Paul, he has to adjust also. We'll get to him a little bit later in the stream too.
Not allowing me to do what I got to do because I'm a thinker. I know how to figure things out.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to play this game. I know how to be myself, in any environment. So I said that to him, and he's saying the same thing to me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't worry about me. Just do what you do. Be Dame, and it makes it more comfortable as well when you got the guy saying, "Just do you."
Yeah, even like I said, with LeBron when he went to Miami, it was that whole pecking order between whose team, who's the guy, and Wade had to be the bigger person to be like, "Yo, my dude, you are actually the future of the league. You are the league. It's better if you do your thing and just do it as you want to, and I can pick and choose my spots." And once they set that in stone, that 9-9 start completely turned around, and the rest is history. They should have won more than just two, but they did go 4 times in a row or 3 times in a row. They won 4 times in a row. They didn't win every time, but the fact that they went as many times as they did kind of still, what I'm saying, they lived up to what they were kind of supposed to do, even though they didn't win all of them. You're not supposed to win all of them. You can't win all of them. Shaq and Kobe didn't win all their championships when they went there. They got swept by the Pistons. So, with LeBron and them not winning all the times they went, but they still went. That's still something in itself, which is a whole other rabbit hole to go down. But you don't win everything every time, and getting there 4 times and winning 2 out of the 4, that's 50%. I'll take 50% in something like that.
You know what I mean? So I think it's been kind of interesting to
Mm-hmm.
come here and have somebody saying, you just tell me what you need me to do and I'll do it. I want you to be Dame, and then I'm thinking the same thing for him. So
And it's interesting to see somebody in 2023 still with a wave cap, but I feel it though. Shout
I
out to
think
Dame for the wave
for that
cap.
reason, it'll
Hey, but he's wearing red. He needs to change that wave cap to like green, forest green, or cream, or white, or black. Because red is still. Are you still? Is your head still in Portland?
it'll come together pretty quickly. I think in our games just naturally the way he plays, the way that I play, it goes together.
Does it? Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of goes together. A guard with a big for pick and rolls, picking slips, not so much picking pops, unless maybe Dame could get into. Well, they didn't have a summer together. Hopefully, Giannis' jump shot has improved a little more. Hopefully, it did. Hopefully, it did.
We can really benefit from each other being on the floor.
I'm curious to see what it looks like day one. I'm curious to see what that looks like. I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to that too. It's going to be kind of crazy to see though. Oh, my signal tripping a little bit. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. Yeah, it's going to be kind of crazy to see how they respond, how they play together. It's an 82 game season. Hopefully, they can stay healthy. Hopefully, both of them can stay healthy the majority of the season. I mean, in a perfect world, the NBA will be played like 2K with no injuries on. Seeing everybody at full strength the whole season would be crazy too. Like, what kind of things can happen, bro? To see everybody at full strength the whole season, what kind of records and wins and losses will we have? You know what I mean? But it don't happen like that. Obviously, it's not a perfect world. Injuries happen. The one thing I want to ask, which I'm not trying to jinx anything, but you know, uh, the football season, NFL season kicked off week 1. Traumatic, not historic, but dramatic and crazy. Aaron Rodgers injury, out for the season. Game 1, only played 4 snaps out the season. I hope we don't get that in the NBA, man. I hope nobody big that means something to a team that's important that we like. Everybody's important and we like everybody, but I mean, like, hopefully none of the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Get hurt. No Laker big dog, no Clipper big. We need this. We need people at full strength, and it would just be suck. It would just suck. It would just suck to have a major injury to somebody big out for a season like they did Aaron Rodgers. I'm knocking on wood for that. God forbid Wimby gets hurt or something. We want to see Wimby play this season. We want to see all of that. You know what I mean? I'm into seeing the best of the best play and compete against each other. What's good, bro? Welcome to the stream. Sprunk you toy. I'm not sure how to say that name, but shout out to you. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you coming through. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. Then we have these Nike Dunk SBs. The SB Dunk High Pro Candy Corn, aka I thought it was called Sweet Tooth, releasing October 20th. A lot of different details to this shoe. I talked about these on my October releases on Bossco 2.0. If you guys want to see the latest in sneaker news and stuff like that, go ahead and check that out on YouTube, Bossco 2.0, if you're not already watching on that channel, or subscribe. That's where I do all my sneaker news videos. And I have a video I just put out of all the releases for October. For YouTube, watching on TV or watching on your mobile device, I put out two versions of it. So if you're only on your device, your phone, and you're out and about, you can watch it there and it shows up full screen, or you can watch the elongated version for TV or laptop or something like that. You feel me? But these are pretty interesting. I like SBs. I like dunks. They're cool like everybody else does. I'm not crazy about them. Not a dunk head like that. I don't actually own any of my collection anymore. I used to have some dunk high SBs a while ago, but I don't like them enough to keep them in my collection. Usually they use cheap materials just like they do for the Jordan 1 lows. Well, not the SBs. The SBs have good quality, but the regular dunks that they release every week, the quality on them is pretty cheap, but the colorways be looking good. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of my collection right now. Um, in my collection right now, speaking of shoes looking cheap or cheap shoes, how many shoes in my arsenal have cheap materials? I have to really look into that. My Kyries don't use cheap materials. The Jordans, no. The Jordans that I have, no. Foam Pilots, no cheap materials. Designer shoes, no cheap materials. Stan Smiths, do they have those? Have pretty good materials? Yeah, man, I don't indulge in cheap materials. I don't indulge in shoes with cheap materials, man. Shout out to them Nike Dunk lows and the Jordan 1 lows, but nah, man. Y'all keep that plastic stuff over there. The pleather. But yeah, these will have some pretty good materials. They got a lot of details on them also. I broke them down on my channel if you guys want to see more details or information about them. I guess the official release date is October 20th, so you got a few weeks to, maybe a week or two to plan it out. Uh you got Robert Williams talking about Scoot Henderson, just saying he's pretty much fast as hell. Now, we all knew that. I'm looking forward to seeing what Scoot can do this season too. Hopefully, he can stay healthy with the team. But it's like a 19-second clip. Pretty much said he's quick. I'm pretty sure he is. He looks like he's pretty fast. He's definitely NBA ready. Scoot Henderson, in my opinion, I have to look at everybody. I don't know every single person, but just off the people they're putting in front of us to know and hear about, he's looking like the most prepared for the season. I mean, Wemby could be there too, but what I mean is, I don't think Scoot Henderson will have such an adjust period like Wemby will. Wemby still has to put in size and get used to balling against this type of talent. Scoot already built like an NBA player. He's played in a D League already and all that stuff. So, or it was a D League, yeah. He's ready to go out the gate. He had an injury. I think he's back from that injury, so hopefully he can do his thing and play. He's arguably a top candidate for Rookie of the Year, along with Wemby. Of course, everybody's expecting Wemby to be it, but for some reason, I feel like Wemby's going to have a Blake Griffin rookie season or a Ben Simmons rookie season. I just kind of see that, even though they're working him out, he's practicing and all this stuff. I feel like they're gonna I feel like they're really trying to protect this dude. I feel like they're really trying to protect this dude. I feel like he might be ready game one, day one, but they might hold him out just to be like, nah, And I don't want them to baby him. I want him to come in and get his welcome to NBA moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to coddle this dude. They already let him go to Popovich to get the most baby toolage he could get. You know, they didn't send him to anywhere. They sent him to where the NBA, Popovich is the teacher, the Team USA guy and all this stuff, the Duncan and Ginobili and Parker. And he's known for working with foreign players and getting the best out of them, blah, 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 blah. But don't hide this dude. Let John Morant go dunk on him, Let Scoot go make a poster, I want to see that. I want to see him try to block some people and get posterized, but I also want to see him block some dunks, some dunkers. I want to see it all, but I don't want him to be on a bench to be unprotected. You know what I mean? Giving him 10 minutes a game and stuff like that. Man, nobody gets that out the rookie season. Yeah. He definitely needs to add weight for sure. Eric, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, they are. They definitely are. The little premiums, yeah, premiums and the SBs. The premiums will definitely have, of course, good materials, but the normal genetic ones that release all the time, like this polar colorway that's dropping or have dropped, I've seen them already in stores. The Nike Dunk Low Polar, Polar Ice or Polar Blue, whatever it's called, it is a dope ass colorway, and the materials are cheap, but they're good. It's a good shoe, and that's what happens with a lot of Nike Dunks. The Pandas, same thing. If they released a premium Panda, that would look crazy. They have a Jordan 1 SE that's out, a Jordan 1 Low SE that's out for the women. It's black and white with satin on them. Pretty interesting. Definitely an interesting looking shoe. Like if they make all the Jordan 1 Lows like that, people would like them more. They would get more respect. You know what I mean? If you haven't seen them, be on the lookout for them. They're black and white. Let me see. I got a picture of it too, don't I? I'm gonna do the old way, but let's see. They're black and white too, like pandas, but they're satin where the white is, and the leather quality is definitely improved. Like it's some good leather quality. They retail for like 115 or 120, so there are prices a little higher because of the material. But these ones are nice. Those ones have some good quality, and they're not the OG cut. You know what I'm saying? So usually the OG cut gets those better materials, but these right here are definitely on point. Let me see if I can get it there, but that's gonna be a video. I showed you guys. You know what it is. It's a Jordan 1 Low Satin. It's a Jordan 1 Low SE, black and white. It's on the women's side, though. I've only seen it on women's. You know, pretty dope situation there. For when they get better materials. Of course, that's what you want to see. You know what I mean? Then we got, of course, Lemon Daddy. We got King James and Lemon Daddy getting ready for the season 2. What is Austin Reeves feeling? Will he be able to live up to what we're expecting from him? You know what I mean? That's what we're trying to see. Can he live? He did his thing last season. Maybe the season before too. He's done his thing. He has a track record of being good. But here's the thing now. Now that he has his own signature shoe, which is not bad. Maybe we'll get it on the channel and review it at some point. Got his own his own signature shoe. He got the promotion all over LA as Lemon Daddy, which is some insurance company. The billboards is all over LA. They're really pumping Austin Reeves. He's in the picture with LeBron and AD as the big three. But here's the thing. Once you get the spotlight on you, 2-3 seasons in, your first season, second season, probably your easiest seasons from what I've been seeing, the history of the league and how it goes. Your third season, which he's, I believe, coming into, there's so much more film on him. Summertime, playing for the Team USA, people could scout that. Hopefully, I mean, I didn't watch no games. I heard he did really good. Maybe he showed some of the things he improved on. But with game film, you have so much to go off of, so much homework to do to figure out people's weaknesses. Speaking of that, let me see. There's somebody in the NBA who still has the weakness of not being able to go left, and he's a star in the league. Some people would say a superstar. I hope I still have that up here posted. If I don't see it within the next few posts, I'm gonna talk about it. But when you have so much more game film on you, they can really break down your game. He doesn't like to go left here. He doesn't like to go right this way. He's weaker if you go this way. If you make him shoot from here, he shoots less. The synergy report, the analytics of the thing. Now that they have more stuff to pay attention to, it's like, say for instance, he's in the game now. Now, if he's in the game and LeBron's not, AD's in the game, or if he's in the game with all three, or if he or slow down. Or if he's in the game with one or two of the other stars, he's going to get the matchup with Marcus Smart, Garrett Williams, anybody else who's a defensive stopper guard. They're going to go to him if he's the guy in. Now let's see you get your 30, 20 points. I'm him stuff. We need to see that when the target's on your back now. It's cool to do it when you're under the radar. I want to see him do well. So this is not hate at all, but I'm saying, like, when you're under the radar, it's easy to flourish and be your man, be yourself, and I'm him. But once you got the target on your back, you got the shoe now, you got the Lemon Daddy, Lakers is pumping you up, the NBA world is pumping you up. There's gonna be some people in the league who don't like that, who want to take your spot, who want to show you're not as good as you are. But he got some tenacity. He's not gonna back down. So we gotta see what happens with Austin Reeves this year. Hopefully he can stay healthy too. It be injuries like that, that's shortstop a career like that, and we don't get to see what we want to. You know what I mean? I'm curious to see what that's like. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with Austin Reeves. I know a lot of you guys, a lot of Laker fans like Austin Reeves. He's definitely a team favorite, especially up and comer. He's still kind of innocent in the league. He does his thing out there in the court, though. He puts on the show for Lakers. Um, is he better than Alex Caruso? I think at this point now, it might be safe to say. I'm not just saying that because he still plays for the Lakers and Caruso doesn't. Caruso still balls. He plays for the Bulls. A lot of the Bulls fans was talking shit over online, saying that, what did you guys do? Because he came to the Bulls and didn't really do anything. But then as he got settled in over there in Chicago, he started playing a little better. But Austin Reeves might be the better version of Caruso, to be honest. I'm a big fan of Caruso. As we have the fire trucks going by, I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's going wild out there because it's a lot of traffic. I'm on a main street and everybody's going to work or school. So on one side of the block, it's like completely traffic. So this truck got to go through and just beat their horn so much because people drive in the middle lane to go all the way down to the light and try to make the left turn, and that just makes every lane packed up on one side. So that's why he had to go through so crazy. Anyway, back to what we're saying: is Alex Caruso better than Austin Reeves? You guys like one or the other more? If you guys feel like chiming in now or in the chat, let me know. Is Austin Reeves better than Alex Caruso? It remains to be seen. But with the sample size, I'd say, I mean, I've seen Caruso dunk on somebody. I don't know if I've seen Austin Reeves dunk on somebody yet, but I'm happy with Austin Reeves. I'm definitely happy with Austin Reeves. You know, uh, Austin, D'Lo are shifty with the ball. Yep, and bronze hands. Yep, great second options. Both of them. Like I said, man. I like the moves the Lakers made in the offseason with keeping who they kept. You know, D'Lo or Schroeder. You know what I'm saying? D'Lo or Schroeder. I guess they made the right choice there. Going with D'Lo over Schroeder, I think it's cool because Schroeder might have a little bit more tenacity on defense. D'Lo got a little bit, but he got more offense, and he is shifty. He's somebody who's not afraid or ashamed of the lights. You know what I'm saying? Alex all day, but Austin cool. Okay. We got to see what Gabe Vincent can do. That's another key part that we need to be young, agile, can guard the best players. So LeBron doesn't have to, AD don't have to. You know, Vanderbilt was it. Oh, Gabe Vincent. I'm tripping. I'm thinking of somebody else. Gabe Vincent. The verdict out on him. You guys see what he can do. Absolutely. I feel like Gabe Vincent is going to be one of those signs where they like, oh, this guy could do this. He's going to get to the Lakers and forget how to do what he does. He's going to be at the end of the bench like Michael Beasley was. Maybe they might try to get from under him this season. Hopefully they do. That would be smart if they got from up under him early in the season if he's not doing what he's doing. December 20th, whatever that date is before you can make a trade or something happen. I feel like Gabe Vincent might be there. I feel like they might have wasted their money on Gabe Vincent. I'm not sold on that guy. We got to see what he plays like. I know he balled for Miami, but the team was different than this team. He was a scorer or shooter. So hopefully he can remember how to do that when he plays for the Lakers. Mikal Beasley was supposed to be that. He definitely did his thing as a shooter and scorer before he got to the Lakers. When he got to the Lakers and around LeBron, he couldn't shoot a lick. I remember one game they gave him like the last 8 minutes of the game and tried to give him every shot. He missed like every shot. He missed like everyone. Like, damn, bro, like what is it about the LA Rams? What is it about this? I mean, they still got to the Western Conference Finals, but if they could have had him as a scorer too, that could have helped them get over the hump in at least one of those games against Denver. You know, uh, I feel like they have a good enough team to where they can rest LeBron and AD during the season and have them play multiple games, but not have a lot of minutes played. With the talent they have, if Gabe Vincent can ball out, that would help AD and LeBron on the rest. They got Gabe Vincent, D'Lo, Austin, Ruri still balling. You know what I'm saying? They got people who can put the ball in the hole, but Gabe Vincent definitely has to show up. Vando hit the corner three. Yeah. And lock up on D. Hit the corner three and lock up on D. Lock up the KDs, lock up the Bookers, lock up those two guys on the same team. He can't guard both of them at the same time, but you get it. Go guard Clay, go guard Ja, go guard all those guys. So Austin doesn't get embarrassed. or D'Lo don't get embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need that. We need that for sure. But I guess we might have some more altercations going on when it comes to the boy Jordan Poole. Ever played alongside a live threat before? Oh, never mind. All right, never mind. I don't know what I saw earlier.
Big fan. I haven't had a lob threat being in the league yet. Me and Gafford in the same class, so yeah, Gaff was dunking like that in high school. So when I got traded, I sent him a couple clips of his highlights, like, being in pick and rolls, some James Harden, Clint Capella, but just dope. Hard worker, rim runner, extremely athletic, great hands, and he's young. So being able to kind of form something, mold something with that two-man game will be special.
Is he good though? Daniel Gafford. I think I heard of the name. I know players in the league, but you got to come up on the radar. You got to pop up somewhere for people to kind of know your name. I don't really search for players anymore. It's just about what kind of comes across my vision or my timeline. You know what I mean? Daniel Gafford might be pretty good if he got some dunks in him. Clint Capella and James Harden was a solid duel. Also, I don't know why that was ever really broken up. Oh, Clint Capella got a bag to leave. That's right. He got paid way more. Houston should have kept him with James. That was a cool little thing they had going on. And if James ended up going back to Houston, I don't know. What's up with James, man? We're still trying to figure that out, bro. We're still trying to figure out what's gonna happen with James. Are they gonna try to boot him out the league like Melo? I doubt he does. He does too much. I don't know. Could James Harden turn into the Melo? I don't know. I don't know. And what I mean by turning into the Melo is like get pushed out the league earlier than he should have. Teams don't want to scoop him up. Will he be sitting on the sideline like Stephon Marbury did? Sitting on the sideline getting paid not to play because of what he's going in and said what he's saying about Daryl Morey. You know what I'm saying? Like, could he have the same outcome as Stephon Marbury or go out that route or go out like Carmelo? But being that he's still under contract, I don't think he can go out like Carmelo because Carmelo just wasn't being signed for a while. By him having a contract still in place, he probably could just be sitting on the sideline and rusting away. Like, we're not gonna play you. We're gonna pay you your contract, and you're gonna stay here till your contract's done, and then you can go somewhere else if you want to as a free agent. Like, if they're gonna get to that point, I really hope not. The league would like to see James Harden playing this season. I would like to see James Harden playing for somebody this season. It would have been dope if it was in Philly with Joel having another year under their belts, But with him saying what he's saying about the owner, I don't know if they could ever mend fences unless they have a meeting one day when the powers that be call James Harden into the office and say, "Listen here," and James Harden all of a sudden has a change of heart. I don't know what's going to happen. We got to see. Uh, Now, shout out to NBA Central. They posted this on Twitter too. You guys see the question. Who would you rather have as your third option this season? These are all the third options for the teams. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you with the history and knowing everything going on. Me personally, my best third option out of this picture. Let's see if anybody responded. Nobody responded yet. My eyes draw to number 0, bro. I still would pick Westbrook as the third option over the other 3 guys. I like Austin Reeves. Of course, we just talked about the dude. I'm not sold on that's Tyler Hero, right? I'm not really sold on him like that, man. I feel like him and the Gabe Vincent and all that stuff, nah. The only real guy over there in Miami is Jimmy. Bam is overrated in a hype situation. I think they just hype that because they just need to make more stars. They need to make more people to draw revenue. They need to make more personalities for these other teams that have people coming to watch them. Like Bam to me is like, what do you guys compare Bam to? He's not a Ben Wallace, not a Rodman. He's not a Kemp. I feel like he's a Otis Thorpe. I feel like he's I'm about to say Horace Grant, but that might even be too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Bam is overrated, bro. The fact that he played in the finals against the Lakers in the bubble was a big thing for him because they didn't really, That kind of got him a little something. And then I'm just sorry, bro. He played on Team USA too, I think, right? Shout out to Bam, he's in the NBA. But as far as like, I'm not sold on the Heat besides Jimmy. I think they play together as a nucleus. That's why they do well. They're all like a bunch of underdogs that nobody like me, even me, not really feeling Tyler Hero. They're all underdogs with a chip on their shoulder. That's why they end up winning because they want to prove stuff more than the people they're playing against. That's what makes them look better. That's why I feel like Gabe Vincent, a journeyman type thing, I feel like that's why he played so well for them because it's like, trying to really show. And shout out to him. He showed improved last year, which got him the bag to play for the Lakers. I just hope that wasn't a flop, bro. But of these four players, who am I going with as my third option? I'm going Westbrook first, Austin, Andrew, and then Tyler. It goes like this for me. Yeah. Westbrook he still does his thing, bro. The LA trip, the Laker trip, hurt him a little bit, tarnished him a little bit because of what they were doing in the crowd. But Westbrook's effort was there. He played like damn near all 82 games or the most. He played way more games than LeBron and AD did when he played with them. You know what I'm saying? I wish they could have made that work, but it didn't. I like the fact that he's playing for the Clippers, though. The Clippers will always be in the running, always be in the thick of things when it comes to the games when he's on the court. He gives 130% every time. So I will go with Westbrook, Austin, Andrew, and Tyler. No shade to nobody. They're all good, but that's just the order I'm picking. You guys can let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comments or the chats. Speaking of players I mentioned before with Dame Lillard and having to adjust your game. This guy right here is really gonna have to adjust his game as he's catching lobs. Chris Paul out here catching lobs. At his age, catching lobs. What y'all got to say about that? Hey, that was a little distance too. That wasn't like it wasn't like a lob where he just had to tap it in. He had to like bring it back and kind of dunk it a little bit. Shout out to Chris Paul. Okay, Chris Paul. Chris Paul still dunking on him. Let's get back to Dame Dollar. Yeah, Dame Dollar. What do you got to say this time?
If we come out in the first quarter and he's having the ball in his hands a lot of the actions that I've seen with guys with him have been, Grayson and Pat, and even back, I've, watched clips of Malcolm Brogdon when he was here, just setting screens for him, and teams are going to give him attention. They're not going to allow this dude to come downhill and just dunk every time because that's what happened.
Or if you don't adjust, get a charge every now and then because 2 to 3 times Giannis is just running people over.
And those guys, ate off of that a lot, where they, slipping out, they setting the screen, and their guy has to stay in front of the ball so he doesn't get down.
Yeah, that's true. They did run a lot of pick and roll with Giannis being the ball handler. See, that's the thing that they can't switch up. That's going to be kind of crazy, interesting, because they've been doing that a lot more. I've been noticing that in particular most when I see the Lakers play. LeBron is good for that. So that's what Giannis will be doing. Okay, it's clicking now. LeBron is always doing that having a guard come and set a screen on his man. So if Giannis is having Dame set the screen on him for the pick and slip, pick and pop, pick and fade, which will stretch the floor out, oh, that's going to be crazy. I was thinking about it at first, the traditional way of, Dame bringing the ball down, Giannis pick and roll, the big switching off to Dame, the little switching on to Giannis. That happens still too. But if you do the guard to big switch, Giannis getting the pick from Dame, Dame's man got to switch on to Giannis. Or if y'all double team Giannis, Dame is open behind the 3-pointer where he can hit the shot. That looks a little tricky. I don't know why I didn't think about the other part of it with Dame being the picker on the ball screener, because he's talking about it right here with Grayson being the screener and so on and so forth. That makes sense.
Downhill, so it's 2 on the ball, and you popping back to open threes, and I'm a sniper.
He's a sniper indeed. He's a sniper indeed. I was just saying that, like he's a sniper. So you let him screen, ball screen, and fade or pop. He's gonna hit the shot more than not. He's gonna hit the shot, and if he's picking and slipping, if they're doing a pick and roll above the 3-point line on the wing or at the top with Dame and Giannis, but Giannis is the ball handler, it's open season for whoever switches on Dame, and that's gonna be tricky. You're gonna have to fight through some ball screens. Every team's gonna need a Drew Holiday on their team or Marcus Smart to fight over those screens. It's mismatch issues for sure. I thought it's a mismatch when Dame brings it up and Giannis gives a screen, but I think it might involve more of a mismatch if Giannis is the ball handler and Dame's the screener. A lot more action for people to have to, unless you got an interchangeable team where players get. This is why the Lakers could be great. They have a lot of interchangeable parts with height. A lot of interchangeable parts with height, so they can switch ball screens. That's one thing that's important for a defense to be able to switch all screens. It makes it hard for that pick and roll stuff to work. But not every team has a bunch of players who can swap like that.
Even if his usage is the same or mine's is not as much, I'm still going to be able to position myself to have opportunities to be effective. And it might not look like usage. It just might look like, which one are you going to do? You going to clog up the paint, or are you going to allow me to make 9 threes? So
the confidence, bro. You gotta love the confidence. He said, "You gonna let me make 9 threes? I'm gonna make everything. I'm a sniper. I'm gonna make 9 threes." You gotta love that confidence. I don't think nobody had that confidence for the Bucks.
I'm not looking
as
at
far
it
as
as
shooting.
much like he's going to have the ball or I'm going to have the ball. Is how can we come together and be able to make it work for both of us? Because if we want to win big, then it has to work for both of us to be able to do what we do.
And I think, I'm trying to think. We speak on who has to make the bigger adjustment when you come to another team. The way that they play, and off of what Dame is saying, it seems like the only thing that has to be done with them is the chemistry, which is everybody needs to work on that, right? But I think the biggest part for them will be the chemistry, because the skill, talent, effort, and the will to win is all there. So it's just about seeing how they can put it together. Not about, I need to get my 30 shots, you need to get your 30 shots, but like, how we just make this work, because either way, we're going to both score or win. Like, I think they're kind of approaching it a little different. So it's not so much of like, when you had the James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie, or James Harden and Westbrook, or James Harden and Chris Paul. How do these guys match up? There's not enough basketballs to go around. Who's going to be happy with the shots? Everybody needs the ball in their hand. With these two guys, I think they can adjust a lot easier with that. You know what I'm saying? I think they know their roles a little bit easier. So that pecking order right there, it's not going to be there. It's going to really be more about just the chemistry. Oh, you like the ball here, you like to slide here, you like, what I mean? Certain things like that, I think, is what really is going to be the adjustment for the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? I really kind of think that's going to be it. So we have to see what's going on, man. Okay. We have to see what's going to happen with the Clippers. Kawhi, him and his load management stuff. Jerry West came out and said Kawhi and Paul George, probably Kawhi has had the worst luck when it comes to injuries. Partially could have been done what happened with him in San Antonio, them, I guess, misdiagnosing what he had going on or whatever the case was. Because he just can't catch a break.
And to show you we're hurt, right? We hobbling, like, you see I'm hurt, right? Like, my back hurt, I'm sitting here trying to give him all. You crucified us. Oh, they ain't the same. Now the guys are saying, we're going to wait until we're fully healthy to play. You don't like that either.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's true. You got to pick which way you want to go about it. And Kawhi got tired of, I guess, of hearing about that, hearing those speculations. I'm playing hobbled. You guys want to criticize me as if I'm not hurt, and then say, well, if you're hurt, don't play then. So then he says, okay, I'm gonna wait till I'm fully healthy. But then doing that, y'all don't like it because, the people don't like it because he's always hurt. It's always something. It's crazy. Kawhi's luck with injury. Even Ty Lue has mentioned that before. You heard Jerry West speak about it. It's like he'll be good for a few weeks, You'll see it in the gameplay. He out there playing 5-6 games like he's Jordan-esque, knocking down every mid-range jumper shot he takes, locking up the ball on defense for 4 games straight, 5 games straight. The next thing you know, Kawhi's unavailable today. And it's not known that he's unavailable until like an hour before game tip. And he's out for 4 or 5 games. It's like, damn, come back for 2, out for 4 more. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Kawhi Leonard's situation is very, very different. I feel like his situation is like a Brandon Roy situation, just in new times. Brandon Roy, if he was in a time of low management, he could have lasted his career much longer too. If he just sat out when he didn't feel right or when things were going crazy, he was still in the era of playing through your injuries. If I'm a little nagging hurt, the same thing he mentioned earlier, playing hurt. You can see he's hurt. Then they're like, why don't you sit out? Then he sits out. People hate on it. And if Brandon Roy did it back then, he probably would have got more scrutiny at the time. Like, people would have talked more shit then. You know what I'm saying? When they did it for Duncan and all that stuff with Popovich, it was understood because Duncan was older. It made sense. It was a joke. DNP old and all this stuff. But now we see what it looks like later down the road, and people really don't like it on either way.
You didn't like it when we were out here trying to play hurt to prove to you that we were hurt, right? You killed us. We're trash. Y'all using it against us.
Yeah, like Dwight Howard in LA. When Dwight Howard came to play for the Lakers and Laker Nation hated on him and said he was this and he was soft and all this stuff because Kobe said it, but he was playing right after having back surgery. He probably should have stayed out more before he played, but he was like, I'm playing with Kobe. I'm playing in LA. You got to fight through the grit and grind. You got to go through your injuries. You got to play through your injuries. Having back surgery and then still trying to play. Never had back surgery myself, but I'm hearing that is one of the most craziest surgeries to have, and then recovery from it is crazy too. And these guys are playing 82 games in the professional NBA, and Dwight Howard's a big body, so that stuff matters. But when he played for LA, he had back issues and he played through them, but people still talk shit about him like if he was Dwight Howard from Orlando. So that's the perfect example of what they're saying. We're playing hurt. You guys still trash us, saying we're hurt, we should sit out. Oh, he sucks. They did that to Dwight Howard all day. Dwight Howard got a little rest up under his belt, got back healthy, played for the Lakers, helped them win a ring. But nobody talks about that part though. They just don't even talk about it. Kobe called him soft. They just labeled him soft. LA Lakers fans is crazy, bro. Like, y'all are some crazy people. When it comes to this basketball thing, you know what I mean? That's a perfect example. Dwight Howard was playing off of a back surgery, hurt and shit. Y'all want to get mad at him for being hurt, trying to play and still force it through. Something that could have made it worse for him later in life after basketball, which he's probably going to have, and just later in his career. But y'all ate him alive for that shit, bro.
I mean, there was fans booing Dwight Howard when he shouldn't even been playing that whole.
I didn't even know he was going to say that. I watched these shows. I do watch the podcast. I didn't catch so much of it yesterday. I didn't know he was going to use that example, but that's the example I'm talking about. They did Dwight wrong, like how they try to do Westbrook.
Season and still made the All-Star game, averaging what's the name? Y'all booed him, but not Paul Gasol or what's the name, right? Proving that he's hobbling up and down. Now these guys are like, well, shit, if they crucified you and this was what it's looking like.
I'm going to sit out until I'm completely healthy, and then we're going to rock it from there. So I see why Kawhi does what he does. He felt like he got misinformation out there in San Antonio. They still trying to make him play, still trying to make him do stuff. He took it into his own hands. One thing that's crazy about the fans of the NBA that I think is so weird is the fact that, people hate on LeBron for being the first, in a sense, to kind of take things into his own hands. It like became crazy for people to like take their careers and their stuff in their own hands and make their own decisions. Stop going by just what the other people are telling you because they pay you. Look out for what's best for you. LeBron decided to say, okay, it came out later that they wanted to stop Kobe from winning championships, whatever. Either way, you do what you do to make your situation best. So I'm a hold off and not sign. Wade, hold up, chill out. Chris Paul, chill out. Melo, chill out. We're gonna make this so we can work together and make our future better. Businessmen outside the court stuff too. Like, people get mad at people for taking their careers and their stuff into their own hands. You got the Kawhi Leonard situation, misdiagnosed, messed his knee up, out for however many times he's been doing. They did it with Isaiah Thomas. He was about to get a supermax. They told him he could play on it. He played on it, messed himself up, missed out on the supermax, and playing for league minimums, vet minimums since then. So you got to take these things into your own hands, because if you don't, you got to look out for what's best for you now and later in your career. Kawhi doing what he's doing, who knows what his knees are going to be like when he's done playing? Who knows what Brendan Roy's knees like now? His career was done short because he listened to the doctor saying he could probably play through it. And today wanted to say, okay, we can't do nothing else with him. We can't make no more money with him. We'll put out now that he got chronic knee problems, and this is just it. So his career's done. So like they seen that example of Dwight as the most recent one, and like, you know what? I ain't about to play this game with y'all. I'm about to make sure I'm 100% healthy, and that's it. Dwight Howard definitely got the short end of the stick when he played for LA the first time with Kobe, but then he came back and helped LA win a championship. That's never really talked about though. But the LA fans will still say when they mention Dwight Howard, they still will joke, "Oh, he's soft. Oh, soft. That's Dwight." Yeah, you try to play with a back injury like that too, and see if you could do anything. He still made the All-Star game. He's saying. And y'all still.
Why would I do that?
I'm gonna wait till I'm fully healthy, go out there and give my 100%. Let you judge me for that, because you're not curving me in my talent on my dedication. You can't have it both ways.
That's a fact, though. That's a fact. They do that all the time in the league. Or they've done it a few times in the league. And that's what I'm saying, bro. So people want to get mad at LeBron, but LeBron is an outlier for taking things into his own hands, bro. Magic Johnson, probably arguably the best NBA player off the court when it comes to business. Jordan up there too, but LeBron is for sure right there with them. I mean, he's a billionaire already while he's still playing. And you see a lot of other people after LeBron following same suit. A lot of people taking things into their own hands and going by their own opinions. Kawhi got his second opinion from his own doctors. You know what I'm saying? And people on the outside who are fans want to get mad because these guys don't follow what their owners tell them. It's kind of crazy. It's not logical thinking. It's not common sense. Common sense ain't been common since Common Sense came out. The rapper Common Sense, since his name came out as a rapper, Common Sense kind of just started to dwindle from there as the years came on. More and more common sense thinking is just not the norm nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. Switching back over to some sneakers really quick. Anybody here excited for the Cherry 12s? Definitely probably the release of the month when it comes to Air Jordan Retros. Is it the release of the month? The Cherries? I think it is. I don't remember the full lineup, even though I did a video on Bossco 2.0 of the full lineup for retros and other sneakers dropping. There's a lot of heat dropping in October, but I think this Cherry one right here is I like in year 23, they're giving us a lot of nostalgia retro 23s. You know what I'm saying? The 8s, the 13s, these 12s. I'm sure there's another shoe I'm forgetting, but it's dope to see them bringing back some good OG shoes in the year 2023 for 23 Jordan. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely one of them ones. The cherry Jordan 12 is one of the classic Jordan 12s, of course, besides the bread or the flu game 12s. Leather qualities on here is always on point. I might have to do my thing for this one. 210, I don't like that. This is not a shoe that I can wait for a size 13 to pop up at the outlets. This is not a shoe I could wait for that. I don't think. I feel like the OGs like myself who wear 13 will be scooping up all the 13s, and from what we know, they probably made 100 pair of size 13s and like 2 pair of size 14s. So hopefully I can get a pair. You know what I'm saying? But these cherries are definitely fire. Definitely one of the best releases of the month, in my opinion. Is it the release of the month though when it comes to Air Jordan Retros? It remains to be seen, or you guys can tell me what you guys think about that. Just some little funny stuff here. Now, this is something that some of my subscribers out there on the eastern side of the country can understand, or maybe Midwest. That looked like that hurt. That looked like that hurt. Just frost. What's it called? Black ice or something like that. That really looked like that hurt. Boom. That looked like that hurt, bro. Never had to deal with that out here. But I know you guys deal with that black eye stuff all the time. Got another funny clip right here too. This is kind of crazy. Dude's about to propose, change his life, change his and his girl's life. But as you guys see, the caption says, "Damn, moment ruined." And you guys let me know, like, was this fucked up or was the guy right?
Yes, that's great, but over here, she's gonna be even better.
That's fucked up, bro.
Let's see.
All the girls in the background screaming, "Yeah, get down on one knee." He don't have no Jordans on, so he's not creasing nothing. Those look like an Air Force One, so you can crease the toe box on those. That is cold, bruh. Disney don't play. They act like they're the friendliest place on earth and stuff. And I guess you can't let this happen, because if you see this happening, then other people will get the idea to come and do that, because it's monkey see, monkey do. So somebody else come through, oh, I'm gonna go do that too. And then you have a bunch of people trying to line up to propose on a stage at Disney, and you're nobody knows, and nobody special to nobody there. So I just think that was so cold how he did it, bro. You couldn't let him get escorted. Like, you couldn't let her say yes and then be cool and like, damn, you saw he booked it. He ran. That's cold, bro. And he's like, I know. Dude tell her, she said yes. I know, it'd be so much beautiful over here. You know, he's all right. Never mind.
Yes, that's great.
Oh, he's saying that another girl said yes. He's pointing to somebody else, like another worker said it's cool. He pointed at somebody else, which means another worker said I could do this up here, and you came and fucking ruined my shit. That's cold, bro. That's embarrassing. That's disrespectful.
Yes, that's great, but over here, she's gonna be even better.
I'm gonna leave that alone. That's a hating ass dude. That's a hating dude right there. That's a hating dude that ain't gonna get married himself. What the hell? They did the white super dirty. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? They did him foul, bro. All because the Mamba said so, though. Y'all all fall off what the Mamba said. Call him soft like Sherman. Y'all ran with that. Didn't know the dude had surgery on his the plates in his back. You know, on a vertebrae too, I think. So he had some major back surgery. It wasn't nothing light. Cold business, how you guys are. How some of you guys were. Not everybody, but a lot of people were. They tried to do it to KCP. He stuck around the next year and then made y'all eat the words, because he was one of the biggest parts of them winning in the bubble. KCP was the whole season. But the year before that, y'all torched KCP. I wish Westbrook could have stood through it and rose above it too. You know what I'm saying? But calling him Westbrick and all that stuff in your home gym, like, that's wild, bro. That is wild. That is wild. But it is what it is. It already happened. Now, as I said earlier, I was speaking of something earlier in the stream about players adjusting their games and being able to work on stuff in the gym. And this is another case in point of somebody that's an NBA guy who's supposed to be good, who needs to work in the gym. You know, shout out to Jaylen Brown. You know, a lot of people say he's a star. Some people say he's a superstar. I don't agree with that. I think he's a good third option. He should have been on that paper, on that post about who's the best third option, but it's just him and Tatum. So, well, yeah, he's a third option now with Porzingis. And I don't know, not really. He's still 1 and 2. I'm just fucking around. But Jaylen Brown, the star, he's T-Mac's little guy, right? T-Mac's youngin. T-Mac trains with him, right? But like I said, I was mentioning Austin Reeves. People having game tape on you. They know your weaknesses. They know how to play you. And one thing I used to hear coming up as a kid playing ball, and just when you play basketball on all levels, one thing they teach you when you're playing ball is always keep your head up. When you're dribbling, always look up, so you can see everything going around. If you're dribbling looking down at the ground, you're only seeing your defender, and that's it. You don't see what else is happening. You don't see the other action. So as a point guard early or a ball handler early, they try to teach you and give you drills to, see the floor while you're doing what you're doing. Do the ball handling drills looking up. Don't be looking at the ball where it's going. You got to be like a yo-yo, like a string. You know what I mean? You got Jaylen Brown here, who's in the league, a star, all-star, getting paid a lot of money. But if people don't see his past work, if they didn't watch did the homework on him before, this is something that tells them all they need to know. Unless there's one other option. I got one giveaway for this guy. I got one out. But how is Jaylen Brown this many years in the league and this boy can't dribble with his left hand? He can't dribble with his left hand. Unless he can't. Does Jaylen Brown have a hard time going left? Does he always drive to the right? Because his left hand is looking shaky, baby. That's kind of crazy. This many years in the league and you can't dribble with your left hand? He need to be in training camp the whole time dribbling with that left hand. They need to put the right hand behind his back and he does everything with his left hand while he's at training camp. How does one of your 1-2 punches can't go left? That makes it hard for them to attack the defense if both guys have to go from the right side and attack right all the time. We need somebody to go to the left to make some left side of the nah. Now, the only thing I can say that the out is for him, to give him an out, to give him an excuse. Maybe he's doing what Curry did the other video where Curry found a dead spot on the court. And sometimes if there's a dead spot on the court where the wood is and you bounce the ball there, the ball will do that. So maybe because the wood is a little bit darker on the left side than it is on the right side, even though that's how the Celtics courts always look. But maybe this spot here is a dead spot and this spot is not a dead spot. Maybe that's what he could be showing because all the caption says is still can't dribble with his left hand. I don't hear a difference in the floor bounce to see that the floor could be hollow, which would make a dead floor, which makes the ball bounce funny. But usually with a dead floor, the ball doesn't come back up all the way. The ball's still bouncing. Normally, it's just going all over the place, which means he can't control it. See, up and down, 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 up and down. There's no volume to this. See, that's not a dead spot. That's him not being comfortable with that left hand. That's crazy. Not supposed to be like this in the league. This many years in, all-star, playoff runs, money how you made. You can't go left still? So anybody playing him should just force him left. Play just like it would be so funny in high school and college when somebody couldn't dribble left, you just stand on their right side. You just like, no, you're only going this one way. You can only go this way because I'm on this side. You got to get a ball up or do a shot or a step back or something. So that's to let you know when he goes to the right, he's going to the rim. When he's going to the left, he's pulling up. Step back, pull up, or just a regular pull up off a screen. If Jaylen Brown goes left, I'm going to pay attention to this year. You guys should too. When he goes left hand, is he always going to pass it or take a jump shot? Or does he go to the left hand and come back to the right and go to the basket? Come on, Jaylen Brown. You an NBA all-star. You should be able to dribble with your left hand. When nobody's guarding you. I can see if somebody guarding you make you a little nervous, maybe. But you're in the league, you shouldn't be nervous for somebody in front of you, first of all. Second of all, this doesn't make no sense. You got all the Kobe's, and how can you not dribble with your left hand? That's all I'm saying, bro. And how is D Brown's number not retired for the Celtics? I mean, he did win a dunk contest with covering his eyes. Why D Brown's number couldn't get retired, man? Shout out to D Brown, the original number 7. Besides Kevin Johnson, which nobody talks about. Kevin Johnson was definitely a beast as a basketball player, point guard. At one point, was it governor of Sacramento or something like that? But how does this man not be able to do this, bro? That's just all I want to know. So with people like Austin Reeves, like I said, they do homework on you. They find your weaknesses and not. This right here, this film getting out, it does give a lot of people notice that the boy still can't dribble with his left hand. 9.3 million views, which means this is some real shit. This is probably not a dead spot in the floor. This is probably just a clip that got out naturally by Hoodie Bev. Retired hater, hilarious. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that's kind of funny. It's about improving your game, bro. You got to improve your game, every part of your game. You got to add to it. You know what I'm saying? Um, and apparently the Lakers will be bringing back the Mamba jerseys. What that means to me is the Lakers gonna win a championship this year. Year 24, season of 2024. The championship is gonna be in 2024. NBA 2K is NBA 2K24 with Kobe on the cover. They bring back the Mamba jerseys. Last time they wore the Mamba jerseys, they won the championship in the bubble. Every time they wore the Mamba jerseys, they won the game. Maybe the Lakers will win this season. I mean, I'm not opposed to that. It's not official, but I guess it's upcoming weeks. It's supposed to be announced. Mamba edition jerseys was definitely dope, you know. But yeah, man, last time they wore them, they won a ring. So hopefully they could win a ring this year. Hopefully that follows suit. Hopefully that trend can continue. You know what I mean? I definitely want to see that. Damn. Like I said, they had a good record when they had those jerseys. You know what I mean? He does, which means that's natural. This is natural. This is not a dead floor like I thought it could have been. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I really was. But a dead floor, the ball don't come up the same way. The only thing is damn, Jalen, you didn't work on this the whole summer, bro. These NBA players have the time, all the time in the day, the trainers and everything. You couldn't have done more left-handed drills, bro, attacking left, driving to the left hand. What did you add to your game? What did Jaylen Brown add to his game if he didn't add the left hand? Because you can't, what, are you going to be a better shooter more? Okay, I mean, you could have added more of a shot. But what else do you add to your game if you don't? The summer is when you work on your weaknesses. To get better. Things that you struggled on, you work on those to get better. And ball handling with your left hand should be top 1 or 2 on the list. It should be dribbling, then shooting, because you need to dribble to get to the shot. Jaylen Brown, what are you doing, bro? Enough on Jaylen Brown. I'm gonna leave him alone. But that's crazy. Shout out to you, Jimmy. I appreciate that. Come on, man. Mamba jerseys. Then we got Jimmy Butler mad. He's not happy with what happened with the Dame Lillard trade. He wanted Dame Lillard to play for his team, of course. Adrian Griffin. He's mad he went to Adrian Griffin. I forget who that is. Is that a coach? I feel like that's a coach, right?
Very disappointing, you knowing that there was a chance of Damian Lillard coming here. Honestly, even Drew Holiday, from a competitive standpoint, was there a disappointment?
No, not at all. I'm happy for both of those guys. I'm more pissed off that he went to Milwaukee because he went to Adrian Griffin's team. And everybody knows I don't like Adrian Griffin at all. It's not Chicago dude.
Oh.
But I'm happy for Milwaukee. They got better, so it gives us the opportunity to do better.
Great answer. Great answer. They got better, so it gives us the opportunity to get better. Because that means we compete at a higher level. Jimmy Butler has a great outlook on competition. You know what I'm saying? And how to go after it. He definitely does when he plays. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with the Miami Heat. Gabe Vincent, I think, was a big part for their team. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they'll miss him, but I'm sure Tyler Hero can step up in there a little bit more. Maybe Duncan Robinson can step up a little bit more. You know, I don't know if they added anybody else, any other key pieces to their team. You would think somebody else would have went to the Miami Heat, like joined them, signed with them, because they are a team that plays hard, grit and grind. And a lot of people, you know, they say they want to win. They say they want to, you know, do that. But maybe not everybody says actually what they mean, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Now, this video right here was definitely pretty funny because you guys see what it says. Let's switch it up a little bit, just to switch it up a little bit. Andreas, I appreciate that. We got to try to speak nothing but facts. You know what I mean? This right here is hilarious.
Do you have a Tinder notification going off on your phone?
No,
Who are you messaging?
I'm not messaging anyone. Look, we're gonna be to Key West and
Stop.
We're gonna be to Key West. This is she wants to stop and change the subject.
Stop.
It's old. Come on, give me the phone.
It's not old.
Oh, chill out. Oh my God, stop. Chill.
Madison, chill. I did not want to say anything, but my boy Luke, he said that he fucking matched with her.
Why are you just adding to the situation?
You can't trust some of them, man.
I didn't match with
Oh,
anybody
because
in
you're
the room.
doing it. Because I thought he was kidding, and now check it.
But I don't want to check it. I want to hear it from you.
I want to hear from you. That's gonna work. Yeah, I want to hear from you.
My phone.
Oh my God.
Let the man do the.
I'm turning this off.
No, don't leave that on.
She's trying to turn the camera off. She don't want to get embarrassed for being a little funny girl, a little fun girl. Not a funny girl. She's a fun girl. Ain't nothing wrong with a fun girl. Just can't make your girl a fun girl. You know?
Don't cry. Don't act innocent.
Let me get this camera so she'll turn it off.
Like, you're making it worse. All you've done is fuel the fire. You're not lucky that we even invited you on this trip, and you're just making it worse.
She's mad at the friend. You're lucky we even invited you on this trip, and now you're just making it worse. Shut the hell up, man. You over here trying to cheat on my homie. Get out of here.
You're driving my car.
Huh? And you're driving my car. You over here telling me to shut up. Get the hell out of here.
You're giving me the benefit of the doubt.
Get away from me.
There was nothing.
Get away from me.
Oh my God, get away from me. I want to go. I want to drink a motherfucking pina colada.
You're annoying, dude.
I think you need to just take a breather real quick, both of you, because you're ruining this fucking trip.
Nick, you're the only person I want to be with.
Okay, that's bullshit, because then why are you on Tinder?
Oh my God, bro.
You know what?
Thank you.
It's for friendship. I don't have many friends. I just feel lonely.
For friends?
It's for friendship. I need friends. I feel lonely. Why can't you be friends with girls? But then again, that's crazy too, because girls be liking girls. So you might think they friends, but she.
Yeah, it's more like for dick ship.
Oh no.
100 miles left until we reach.
Oh, she's so happy. She's so happy. Look at her. Oh, 2 miles left. And he's like on the phone. He's like, wait, why you gotta
100 miles left until we reach
100
our
miles?
destination.
Why do you have a Tinder notification going off on your phone?
No.
Who are you messaging?
It's funny how fast the friend pops up. Huh? He didn't even know he was in the car until he said that. You don't even know he's in the car at all. You can't see him because she's blocking the camera.
Until we reach
100
our
miles?
destination.
Why do you have a Tinder notification going off on your phone?
No.
Who are you messaging?
She should have turned the notifications off for that app. Airplane mode or something.
I'm not messaging anyone. Look, we're gonna be to Key West and
Stop.
Give me my.
Stop.
It's old. Come on, give me the phone.
It's not old.
Oh, chill.
You're lying already. It's old. No, it's not. It just came through right now.
Madison, chill. I did not want to say anything, but my boy Luke, he said that he fucking matched with her.
Why are you just adding to the situation?
Because you're doing it. Because I thought he was kidding, and now check it.
But I don't want to check it. I want to hear it from you.
Give me my phone.
Oh my God.
Let the man do the.
I'm turning this off.
No, don't leave that on.
Yeah. You don't want to get embarrassed. I'm turning this off. No, Missy. No. We about to stay here with this. We need to get to the bottom of this. We need to get to the bottom of this.
I don't even know anybody named Luke.
Hey, Luke. Don't cry. Don't act innocent.
Chill out.
Stop filming. Like, you're making it worse. All you've done is fuel the fire. You're not lucky that we even
Fuel the
invited you on
fire.
this trip, and you're just
See, that diss is crazy. You're lucky we even invited. Shut your ass up. You just mad because you got caught up.
You're driving my car.
I need you to give me the benefit of the doubt.
Get away from me.
There was nothing.
Tried to kiss the dude. She's trying to sucker him back in with a kiss. Probably start trying to touch on him a little bit. No, I'm not hearing that right now, man.
Get away from me.
Oh my God, get away.
We're over here on vacation at Key West or whatever they said they're going to. Who still goes to Key West? I thought that was like a 90s thing.
I want to go. I want to drink a motherfucking pina colada.
You're annoying, dude. Like,
I think you need to just take a breather real quick, both of you, because you're ruining this fucking trip.
Nick, you're the only person I want to be with.
That's bullshit, because then why are you on Tinder?
You know what?
Thank you.
It's for friendship. I don't have many friends. I just feel lonely.
For friendship.
That is funny, bro. Skit or not, because it could be a skit, it could be real. I don't know. It's COE over everything, so hopefully that was real. Okay, all this stuff we've seen. That was crazy. That It was funny. Don't know if that was a skit or not in 2023. You just don't know these days. Damn, I don't know how well that came through, man. I don't know how well that came through because my internet was tripping a little bit. But hopefully you guys were able to hear what I was saying. Hopefully you guys were able to hear what I was saying. Yeah, man. The notification coming through the phone is kind of crazy. You know, the Discord, yesterday was kind of a chill day for some people, but there were a couple good finds out there too. Arbitrage is never dead. Only more stuff is coming out there. You just got to get there a little earlier, you know, or often or midday when they restock. But there is some goodies out there to be found. Pixie found some Under Armour Curries. I forgot this one, but I think this is a special edition. Like I forgot which one this is. But this retail for $50, was it? Yeah, $49.99 on those. The mismatch, the vote. I don't think these are Sour Patch. I don't think they are. They could be, but they definitely are a pretty, I don't know if I'll say rare, but a special one. It's definitely a special curry. You don't find these too often. So the shoes are still alive, bro. The shoes are still popping. Of course, athletic apparel and apparel is there. Winter coats is there too. Have to definitely do it. Jordan 8s will restock. Oh, that's a reseller. Okay. Then we got some more of these Nike gloves, the Alpha gloves for $9.99. Are you out of your mind? The Nike gloves that retail for $50 going for $9.99. Every time I go to the glove section, I don't see these. When I see them, they're like the cheaper ones. I don't find the ones that are really worth something. So shout out to Pixie for finding that. Shout out to Pixie for finding that. Shout out to everybody who's in the Discord and shows their finds or lets me know what's up on Instagram and that's this and that. Definitely some good things out there in the wild to be looked at. You know, you just have to do a little bit more research, a little bit more hunting. You know what I mean? A little bit more hunting for the stuff. Yeah. The finds are definitely still out there. It's just really about where you're searching at, and what time of day you go. And then also what's your what's your area like? If you got a lot of resellers in your area, that might make it a little bit more difficult to find stuff. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody who watched the review I put out yesterday. The LeBron Witness 8 in the FaZe Clan colorway. We did the lace swapping on there too. It comes with black laces. We also put white laces in there and the alternate Volt green laces that it comes with. So you guys can take a look at that if you guys are thinking about grabbing this shoe. Lace swapping on this shoe is definitely on point. All three colorways for the laces is good, whether you go with the originals or the two ones I told you guys about. But check that out on my channel, Bossco Mitchell, of course. Here we got a picture of him on feet too. To me personally, I think I like the white out of the two alternates from the green and the white. I think I like the way the white sits a little better on the lace swapping option. Even though the Volt green or the green looks good because it matches the air bubble, but you don't really see the air bubble that much to know where the Volt green is coming from. At least the white, you can see the white on the midsole kind of matches a little easier to catch with your eyes. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, review definitely up on the channel right now. See, you see the Volt green there. It looks cool. You know what I mean? It's so slight though. They should have had a hint of Volt green somewhere else, but I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's cool. It's not a bad situation. You know what I mean? You can see the Volt green there popping through. LeBron Witness 8. It's not a bad shoe. Like I said in the video, I definitely, and then on live stream last time, I definitely recommend going up at least a half a size, but you might need to go up a full size, bro. You might need to go up a full size, you know? So just stay tuned, pay attention. That's why it's always good to try a shoe on if you can, even if it's not the colorway you want. Try the shoe on to give yourself the best opportunity to find something that you want. So when you see the colorway that you want, you know the size to get. Shout out to Dizzy. I'm sure you guys might have known, but I don't know. But they're putting basketball shoes back on the Bayou. So they got the KD 16s on Nike Bayou. Curious to see what the color combinations will be. I know the Nike Sabrina 1 is on Nike Bayou right now too. I think the GT Cut 2 is also, as we have the GT Cut 3s leaking images online, you know. But Nike Bayou, of course, a little bit more expensive from them. I've never dealt with the Nike Bayou stuff. I thought about doing it for the Kyries, never got around to doing it. Then when I thought about doing it, it was too late. It was too late. They didn't have them no more. And lastly, shout out to the kicks of the day in the Discord too. A lot of people got some heat on feet, all across the brands. We got the 8s on feet already. These Dunk Lows, a lot of different options. Got some Reebok Iversons, got the Jordan 11 72 and 10s, got the Jordan 2 Lows, some Yeezys. That's what I'm saying. If you're in the Discord, come on here, add your kicks of the day, whatever shoes you got going on, go ahead and share with the Discord. You know what I'm saying? Just little different things like that. Little things, little interactions that we like to do, or that I like to have there for you guys on the Discord. A lot of good stuff out there in the world. Curious to see what's going to happen today. Any news with the preseasons, any new information on shoes leaking. I think there is a shock drop today or yesterday or something for the Jordan 1 Satins. Yesterday, actually. Shout out to everybody who went for them, whoever grabbed them. Shout out to you, because I think a couple people in the Discord did get a pair. Eric, what's good with you? Good morning, bro. How you doing today? We've been rocking for about almost 2 hours. That went by quickly. The 2 hours went by pretty quickly. I got to go over to Fight Club today. I got to hit up a couple other stores too. Heard some stuff might be out there, so I might go check it out. You know, probably get into some editing a little bit too. But yeah, I just want to come here in the morning and say what's up to everybody and talk to you guys about a few things that I saw. Thought about going live last night, but just got a little busy and start trying to chop up some more content for Bossco Live Therapy. Try to chop up these live streams into more videos on the channel in case you guys want to just see certain things, plus the reactions and all that good stuff, you know. So I appreciate everybody who came through for however long you did. You know, we've been here for a minute. It's like what, 11 things start opening around 10, so I got to kind of get ready to start getting out of here to make it happen for the day. But yeah, man, sorry that I'm leaving right now when you come in, Eric. Eric, but you know, shout out to you for coming through for however long you did. This will be up on the channels for a little bit, but once they're gone, they will be up on Bossco Live Therapy the whole way through with no ads or interruptions. So you know, make sure you guys subscribe to that channel and all the other ones. Hit the like button, share the video. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. And until we see each other next time,